Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on the first day of the Sleep Style Discovery Event Week, and we are gonna have a lot of fun this week. It's gonna be very interesting, but before we can do that, we need to wrap up last week. So let's go ahead and grab our final 100 sleep points from last week. Puts us at a grand total of 4,177 sleep points. And for our daily lottery, we can pick up hopefully some more diamonds and or biscuit. Hey, there it is. 50 more diamonds. All right. Well, you know what? I was going to say or Poke Biscuits, but if we're going to roll the high 50 diamonds, I'll take it. All right. Final sleep report of the week. And we have made it to Master 14. So we got close to Master 15, which I was saying was the stretch goal. I did get extra tasty dinner last night. So that was another 200K. So that also brought my total number of extra tasties throughout the week to the average of 1 per day. I feel like Dedenne probably had something to do with it, but it's hard to tell on Sunday. Not really too sure. We are going to get dozing type today, by the way. Kind of skipping through while I talk about the Dedenne experiment that we were running last week. Overall, just in the 1 week of using a subpar Dedenne, I do feel like it is worth it. We're going to see how it goes this week. I am going to continue the experiment and see how things go. I think we're going to do pretty well. So we'll just have to wait and see. But so far, Dedenne has been doing well. And keep in mind, mine is suboptimal. So if you have a better Dedenne than I do, you're probably going to see even better results because we would like to get that average up to about 1.5 to 2 times per day. That would be really fantastic, but that's probably looking at a perfect Dedenne. But even still, 1 extra tasty per day on average by having Dedenne on the team is a lot better than what my average used to be, where it was 1 a week, 2 a week if I was lucky. So it's a lot of extra strength just from having the Dedenne on the team. So again, we'll see how it goes this week, but for now, we have 168.3 million drowsy power from last night's sleep session. I didn't use any incense, so we just got the full 8 spawns, a top belly Sableye. That might be, no, that's not new. I do see a new one down there. Is that Gengar? Is that who that is? That might be my first Gengar. Let's see. Of course, the Houndoom and Houndour. We've gotten a lot of dozing this week. So we've got Houndour, Haunter, Krogunk, we do want, Houndoom, Arbok, and Sableye. So 2 new sleep styles. Okay, game didn't crash. That's good. It is Gengar. How about that? Are you my first? 2-star sleep. Nice. Smirking sleep. You might be. You just might be the first. Let's see. No, you're not. I got one forever ago. Very interesting. All right. I don't remember when I got it. However long ago it was, it's been so long that I have forgotten. So, hey, another one. Nice. All right, well, now all we need is the top belly tongue out sleep. There we go. 3-star. All we need is the top belly to complete the collection. And we are in a good spot. All right. Moving on then. Really only 1 Pokemon here that I want to catch. I really hope that it's hungry. That would be fantastic. 1 I really want to catch. 2 that I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind catching another Houndour. We do still need a better one. But the main one that I think is going to be more useful is the Krogunk. Unfortunately, none of them were hungry, so we're probably just sadly going to have to feed it and move on. It's not a high priority, but out of the 2, it is the one I need more. But it's not a situation where it's like I have to have it right now. I do have a pretty solid Krogunk, so I can wait until we get a better one. I don't need a better one immediately. So that does mean that unfortunately for our Sunday sleep, not catching anything. But good question. Like I've said before, I feel like the Gengar line is kind of fallen to the wayside now that we have Wooper and Quagsire in the game as far as mushrooms go. So I don't think Ghastly Candy is as relevant as it used to be. At least in the past when I've said that, no one has corrected me, so I'm assuming I am correct, but that is an assumption. So we're going to send out some Krogunk candy. I feel like that's probably more useful. So we'll do that. Because as far as I'm aware, and I'm pretty sure nothing snuck in without me seeing it, Krogunk is still, and Toxicroak is still the best oil gatherer in the game. But we are going to get 6,926 research XP and 18,707 dream shards. A very nice way to end the week. All right, so let's go ahead and choose our next research site. No need to play games. We already know where we're going. I revealed it in yesterday's video. So let's wrap this up, get our weekly summary done. Yay, 1 point for the area bonus. So it's now at 60%. Unfortunately, I think that means the rest doesn't get divvied up. So we just get 1%, but at least it's maxed out. And then we can go somewhere nice and get out of this cave. But the weekly summary for week 61, Master 14 was our final strength with 1,000, our final rank with 1,683,708 final strength. 390,028 of it was from berries and 1,293,680 from cooking. So now that we're seeing this breakdown, we can really see the effects of Dedenne on the team. I really didn't put berry specialists on the team until the last 3 days. So most of that nearly 400k is just from those berry specialists in the last 3 days. And really one of them wasn't even a berry specialist. Well, 2 of them. I had Charizard and Dragonite running yesterday. They're ingredient specialists. They just happen to produce a lot of berry strength as well. Mostly Marowak was about it. And then that one night for the Good Sleep Day where we had Raichu and a couple other berry specialists just to get that ×6 XP. So yeah, Dedenne and the meals putting in a lot of work, reaching a very high rank while maintaining the more interesting playstyle of trying to cook meals for me. So I'm very happy with how that worked out. I would say this first week of experimentation has been a success. But let's move on to week 2 and see how it goes. We did get an overall sleep grade of S, finally. I feel like it's been a long time since I've gotten that. And then we got 6 small handy candies for it. Yeah, pretty consistent sleep this week. Very good. Very good. I still am sleeping way longer than I would like, but I just got to get better about waking up earlier. All right, we're going to Lapis Lakeside. We already talked about it last week. Wow. Yesterday. So new area sound data. That's a weird one. Wasn't expecting that. But let's go to Lapis. Let's see what meal we get. We're really hoping for, honestly, I think I'm kind of hoping for salads. Salads, I think, is going to be easier just because of the ingredient gatherers that I have now. Still no shiny Snorlax. I have yet to see a shiny Snorlax. Desserts is the worst one we could have gotten. Honestly, that is the worst one. Okay. Well, small dream cluster. You know what? Before, let's see. How many eggs did we get? How are we looking? Awful. That's why desserts is the worst one, because we got to deal with this guy all week. And yeah, that egg production is not going to work. I'm doing a thing. Because I do not like this at all. This is not advised. Not professional advice, but I'm doing it. I've got 8 tickets. I'm going to use one and just try to get one of the other 2. I don't care which one I get. I just don't want desserts. We're going to waste the berries that I collected from Abomasnow, but it's worth it to get off of desserts. Come on. Oh, I got it again? Really? Wow. No way, bro. Come on. We can do better than that. Come on. Surely not 3 times in a row. If I get this 3 times in a row, we may just have to suck it up. At that point, it's fate. Come on. Come on. Either one of the other 2. I don't care which. Dessert, or not desserts. Curries. Ooh, that's not a shiny. It's just a regular Snorlax, but I got excited because it was different. Curries and stews, fine. I would have preferred salads, but you know what? Curries and stews is not bad. Okay. Now, that does mean that I need to redo my team, but just to show you, I did forget to calculate the cooking bonuses for this event into my team analysis when I showed you guys yesterday. This is the new current updated team analysis. And where we should hopefully be by the end of the week, you can see that curries actually slightly outperforms the salads, but I feel like curries are going to be a little bit more difficult to... It's going to be a little more dicey on getting the proper amount of ingredients, whereas I feel more confident in salads. Outside of the honey, that one would have held me up a little bit, but we are going to run this team and it should be pretty solid. And we're starting off with a pod expansion on top of that. So let's gather what we've got. We should, if I have prepared correctly, and I think I have, we should have what we need to make the Dream Eater butter curry. No, we don't, because I did not prepare correctly. What am I? I'm missing a lot of tomatoes. Only 5. Yikes. Okay, so let's get the right team together. We'll see if they grab what we need. 5 tomatoes is possible. It just depends on if our victory bell grabs what we need. So let's get this team together. We are gonna have, it is the shiny victory bell who needs an energy pillow. Apparently left you with some bad energy levels. Back at 100, very good. Then we've got Miascarada. You're going to do very well. I wish that you were still a grass type for this island, but it is what it is. Then we've got our big boy Blastoise and Dedenne and Gardevoir, and we should be good. There is enough time that we might be able to get what we need, but not a lot of time. So we'll put them on the team, let them get to work. Hopefully, actually we were short on potatoes too, but how short? 1 short. Wow. Okay. Instead of gambling, let's see. Let's go ahead and use our 1 ingredient ticket. See if we just get lucky. Nope, didn't get either of the ones we needed. Kind of what I figured. It usually doesn't help when you have to use those. But while we're here, we'll go ahead and move on with the normal stuff, and we will see if they gather what we need in the meantime. We had no new news, but we do have 43 community reports. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 that doubled up. Very good. No level ups today, but that's all right. Let me go ahead and double check and make sure. I'm pretty sure there was no new news. Correct. No new news. And then let's see how much progress we're going to make this week. We're going to look. So we're starting the week with 423 sleep styles. So now that we know it was 423, we can look at the end of the week and see, if I remember, and see exactly how many new sleep styles we got over the course of this event. I'm expecting a good, decent amount. There were 69 in total that we could get from Lapis Lakeside. So we should be able to get a pretty nice amount of sleep styles over the course of the week, but we do need to get through these ranks pretty quickly because I'm pretty sure most of the sleep styles I'm missing are at higher ranks. So we do need to get there. But now that we know what we are running, we can check the team analysis. While hopefully that's potatoes. It is not. That's awful. Terrible. Well, all right. We may just have to make whatever we can make. We do have just a few minutes left, long enough that I think Victory Bell could get at least 1 pickup. But with Miascarada not getting the potatoes, I don't think that's gonna work. But anyway, we are on Lapis. We've already got everything plugged in. Again, I'm not sure if the team analysis takes into account the extra tasties that we could get from Dedenne. But it is showing a final total of 1,862,564, and that would put us at Master 10, which I am pretty sure is well above our previous record. I didn't think to look earlier. Yeah, Master 4, we would be almost doubling our previous record. So things are looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good, at least as far as the projection. So let's see. Are we gonna have any issues? It looks like potatoes could be dicey. We might have exactly the number of potatoes that we need throughout the week, which means that whenever we have a bad day, that's very bad news. Looks like milk and cocoa, we're gonna have what we need. We did have some stocked up already, so I think we're good there. Tomatoes, unfortunately, didn't stock any up. So we're gonna be kind of hurting on tomatoes a little bit, but not too badly. I think with Gardevoir keeping everybody's energy pretty high, and with some luck on these ingredient magnets, we might be okay. Also, I'm pretty sure my ingredient magnet is level 5, not 4. Why is it only showing 4? Let me see. Pretty sure that's level 5. It is. So what are we missing? Just missing a main seed. I guess I never put that in. Yeah, I guess not. Okay. Level 5. Doesn't change anything for our ingredients that we need. Unfortunately, the one thing that could really help both of them is to get to level 50, but that's a ton of dream shards. Do I even have the dream shards or the candy for that matter? Let's see how far we can get. Yeah, only level 43. And that's 73,000 dream shards each. And we're really not trying to spend that many dream shards since we've got the new island coming up, which is probably going to bring a pot expansion, which means we're going to need a ton of dream shards. So this is what I was talking about with why, even though curries are technically stronger for me this week, I would have preferred salads. But we'll see how things go. I think if we get to the right point, if we get to a good point with Blastoise where we are overstocked for a few days, maybe we swap in the other Victory Bell that has potatoes and tomatoes just to bring in some extra of each to try to help cover the slight bit of slack that Meowscarada and Victory Bell are going to bring. So I think that might be what we do. For now, we are out of time. I did not think to check the Victory Bell, but I don't think it's going to matter because I doubt Meowscarada. Yeah, Meowscarada has not brought me anything. Victory Bell has not brought me anything. We are out of time. So we've just got to make what we can make, but that's all right. I'm pretty sure last week we also made a subpar breakfast on Monday. Limbercorn stew, not a bad idea, honestly. We also don't have any extra tasty chances up right now, so we could make it and not worry about it, and we should be fine. I don't want to throw in the mushrooms and the leeks right now. I want to save my eggs just for another week where we get desserts. I'm gonna save the sausage for Sunday. Honey, we could use some honey. Yeah, we can use some honey. We're not gonna need it anytime soon. So we'll throw the rest in with honey, and we should be pretty good. I'm gonna save the herbs, save the sausage, save the corn outside of what we need for this stew, and the ginger for Sunday just to help out. Hopefully, Blastoise will bring in a few of those with ingredient magnet over the week, and we can kind of be set up like we were towards the end of last week. But for now, we're just going to start off with about 12,000. Oh, no, 22,000. Way better than I thought. 22,302 on this Limbercorn stew. Very good. Very good. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Definitely could be better. Could be 40,000. But 22,000 is not bad. And now you see I was out of time. I got that exactly at the right time. Obviously, I'm not going to make lunch now. I don't have what I need for it. So I'm going to let the team get things up and running. Hopefully be able to make a good lunch and stack a few extra tasty chances from Dedenne. Maybe get an extra tasty lunch, if not extra tasty dinner. That is the goal, for at least one of them to be extra tasty. But we're just gonna have to wait and see how that goes. But before I leave you, I do want to go ahead and run a quick recap through the event bonuses just to remind everybody. So it's on all areas. Of course, you can go wherever you want. Hopefully, wherever you went is going to serve you well this week. I did run a poll in the Discord, and seems like almost everybody is going to Taupe Hollow this week. So hopefully Taupe treats you well. Looks like a lot of people are going to be hunting that Onyx, and I don't blame you, because it effectively is increased spawn rates for Onyx, since you may not have the sleep styles. So hopefully Taupe Hollow treats you well. Hope you find what you're looking for. And if you're not a Taupe Hollow, wherever you're at treats you well, and you find what you're looking for, maybe even get enough sleep styles to push to your next island. That would be real fantastic. I hope it works that way for you. But keep in mind, this is a 1-week event. It's anywhere you want to go. Sleep styles that you haven't discovered yet are more likely to appear. Effectively, an increased spawn rate for any sleep styles you don't have. Final strength gains from dishes are multiplied by 1.25 this week. I also forgot about that when I made breakfast, so that makes sense why I was so shy. Cool. Extra tasties will be 2.5 times instead of the normal 2 to make up for that 0.25 base cooking bonus. A few Pokemon of different sleep types will appear, so we have the pseudo balanced sleep, so it doesn't matter what you get, you will have a chance to see anything and everything from all sleep styles that you are missing. Keep in mind that does still skew towards whatever sleep style you get, so you may get a little more, say if you get slumbering, you may get a little more Pokemon from the slumbering category, but you will see Pokemon from all categories. So it's a kind of easy event. Nothing that we really have to try too hard on, unless you just need to push through the ranks like I do to get to some of the sleep styles you're missing. But overall, gonna be a chill week. Things are gonna go pretty well. I'm very hopeful for the continuation of this Dedenne experiment. I'm gonna keep running it for a while. I want to get more data to kind of really figure it out, and possibly another reason why we're on Lapis Lakeside is because Dedenne spawns here. So maybe we'll see another one and get a better one along the way that can actually really help us with our goals this week. But like I said, we're just gonna have to wait and see how things go, and that is gonna be the video today. So thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. A huge shout out to our ace trainers, Flightmaster, Illusion, JP, White, Husky Star, and Jassy. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel, go ahead and click that join button, and for $5 a month, you can support me and all that I do and get a say in how things evolve on this channel. But while you're down there, go ahead and click that link to the Discord in the description box. Come and join us and talk about Pokemon Sleep. Take part in the polls that I do. I've been doing them a little more recently, so we have fun over there. Other than that, y'all have a good night. I hope this event treats you well. And until next time, later, dudes.